Well. It says that we are finally live. Hopefully. I hope. I'm going to be honest, I am alone today. No Big Mike. I was hoping Mike would be on today, but he is having computer issues. So I am doing this solo today. Ladies and gentlemen, dorks and mother flowers, I thank you all for tuning in here today. This is a live edition, once again, of Around the Point. And yeah, I can hear myself too. Awesome. The audio's coming out good. Want to thank you all for tuning in back into the YouTube channel. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the podcast a big old thumbs up and share throughout your entire social media platforms, wherever it is that you share videos and all that fun hippity hoopla, if you will. See, I'm on camera. We have a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Mr. Black Movie Reviews, thank you for being a subscriber. You are fucking awesome. Alrighty, what do you fucking do? As you can see, I'm sporting a shirt. Ride Ahead of Films, another subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Alright, we got subscribers coming in. That's awesome too. We're on the road to 2K. Trying to get there. We're trying to fucking get there, okay? Transform Fan Kenny 4. Thank you for subscribing too. Alright, this is crazy. Getting subs coming in left and right. Holy shit. Another subscriber. Mr. AKA Productions. Another subscriber. Okay. This is fun. This is awesome, I guess, right? Where was I? Where was my fucking train of thought? Holy shit. Where was my fucking train of thought there for a second? Oh shit. Crap. Holy crap. If you are new to the podcast, hit the subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media, because why the fuck would you not? As you can see, I am sporting my Mary Madore shirt. Popular demand, by the way. Shout out to the beautiful, gorgeous Mary Madore. Alright, there you go. Sporting the shirt. There you go. As you can tell, obviously, this is your NXT TAKEOVER in your house review. Yes, it is. It's your takeover in your house, in your crib, en tu casa, if you will. For all my, the way I can say it, right? In your house 2020. The first time in so long. Holy shit, the first in your house in God knows how long. I think it was over 20 years, obviously. It's funny because myself and Mike, on this week's episode of The Throwback, we went back into yesteryear and we reviewed the first episode, the first In Your House that took place in 95. So if you have not checked that out, go give it a listen. It's on the archives of this channel and as well on the platform where you can listen to the podcast, such as Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, and as well over at okfabe.com. And before I go any further with my thoughts on In Your House and all that stuff, I want to give a big thank you to the sponsors. This episode being sponsored by the good people over at Anchor. Anchor.fm, the official sponsor of Around the Point. If you are a podcaster and you want to start your own podcast, well, let me tell you guys, Anchor.fm is the way to go. For the simple fact that it's free. It's completely free. All these other sites are going to charge you $20, $30 a month. Nothing beats free. I'm just saying that right now. Anchor.fm, completely free. They have these amazing creation tools, right, that will help you edit your podcast, whether you're on a computer or on your mobile device. Works on an iPhone and as well over for the Android users. I can't tell you guys how many times I've had to edit Around the Point on my phone on the go. It's completely easy to use. Believe me. It will help. They will also help you distribute your podcast on all the major podcasting sites such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio. They will help you get your podcast out there and let your voice be heard. So again, Go at it. Anchor.fm. It's also available on the mobile app stores, whether you're on iOS or on Google Play. So hop on at Anchor.fm and start your podcast now. Also, we are sponsored by the good people over at Honey. Let Honey save you money. Get instant deals and coupons and promo codes on all online shopping. Use the special link that you will see in the description box of the YouTube video. Click on that link and sign up through that link and start saving on all of your online shopping. Honey works with all major sites such as Amazon, eBay, Nike, Adidas, GOAT for all my sneakerheads, WWE Shop, if you're wondering. So again, they will help you find the best deals for what you're buying. Head over to Honey and let Honey save you money. Use our special link over at the sign up. So, TakeOver is done. The first TakeOver with no crowd. Granted, they had their planted crowd. Let me just say this right now. I loved the fact that they brought back the in your house concept. I said that in the predictions video that I recorded early in the day. I love the fact that I said this in my prediction that they used Todd Pettengill to preview in your house for like a minute. It was a minute long, but I loved it. It brought back the nostalgia for me. It brought me back to my childhood. And I said this in my predictions. I honestly hoped and prayed that they would use the old school in your house setup. They would use Todd Pettengill in some capacity for the kickoff show. And god damn it, today they brought back the old in your house setup. They literally had the setup of in your house. I loved it. I fucking loved it. Apparently Todd Pettengill did the introduction to TakeOver as well. And I said this on the throwback this past week with Mike, that back in the day, Todd Pettengill doing the intro to pay-per-views were awesome. Todd Pettengill is so underrated. I honestly would love to see him come back to WWE. I know he's old as shit now, but god damn it, yo. That dude, fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. And again, they had him there promoting some merchandise, and he promoted the old like 900 number, but it doesn't exist anymore. So he had to use WWE Shop. They took reference to HBK, Triple H, and Road Dogg on AOL, which is so hilarious to think now people using AOL. God, no one does it anymore. But back in the day, hey, yo, what's your aim, bruh? What's your aim? Just saying. A little drink here for you guys. And I love the old Ico Pro commercials that they had in between the shows, the ice cream bars. Fucking awesome. And again, I work at a supermarket. So I honestly hope to God, yo, that I can find these new WWE cookie sandwich ice creams from Good Humor. I hope I can find them at my job. If I can, that'll be a win. That is a fucking win. Just saying, all right? What is up as well to Metal Skull 101. What's up, Steven? I'm here. Thank you for being here. And thank you guys again for listening, for watching, wherever it is that you're doing this from. I thank you all. You're all so fucking awesome. But that being said, if I can be honest though, and this is my humble opinion, take it for what it's worth, okay? Again, this is one dude's opinion. I thought this TakeOver honestly was a solid show. Solid. Granted, you think of takeovers are always, by a lot of fans, they're always viewed to this high level. Like, oh my god, takeovers are always amazing. They always tend to steal the show. Granted, every time it's a WrestleMania weekend, a Royal Rumble weekend, a SummerSlam weekend, Survivor Series weekend, they'll always tend to be the best show of that weekend. And I look at In Your House, again, with all that I said, yes, I love the setup. They used Todd Pettengill, right? The commercials, all that. It brought me back to my childhood. But I thought the show, honestly, I felt like it was a solid show. I'll even go one step further, and people might be in shock when I say this. People might be in disbelief. Holy crap, Steve, what are you talking about here? But I honestly felt, and this is just my humble opinion, okay? I honestly felt that Double or Nothing from a couple of weeks ago had the slight edge over TakeOver. And that's a shock of me even thinking, like, holy crap. I thought, honestly, going into this show, that NXT TakeOver and was going to blow Double or Nothing out of the water. As far as production value goes, as far as a presentation. Granted, I thought the In Your House setup was better than Double or Nothing, so I'll say that. But there's some things that that's just my honest opinion. Take that for what it's worth again. I know people might think that I'm crazy, I am insane, whatever weed I'm on, let you guys have it. But again, that's my humble opinion. At the end of the day, that is my humble opinion. All right? At the end of the fucking day. But again, guys, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the chat below or in the comments section. Or if not, let me know on the Twitter. @HeelSteven. Let me know your thoughts. What I just said, your thoughts on the show. What was your favorite match of the show? And all that fun stuff. Where do you see people moving forward coming out of all this? Also, what I'm going to do as well, in a little bit, once I talk about TakeOver, I'm going to give my thoughts on this whole Drake Maverick situation. People seemed very upset. People were very upset on Twitter, on social media, coming out of Wednesday's episode of NXT. So I'll give my thoughts on that momentarily. So sit back, relax, smoke a blunt, whatever it is that you do. I don't care how you get down. Just saying, just hopefully you're safe and sound at home and all that fun stuff, all right? So there was, what's up, Jermaine? How you doing, brother? How you doing? So, again, they used the old house set. They had the intro video from Todd Pettengill. There's all that stuff that I mentioned earlier, right? There was not a kickoff match. Again, if there was, I probably missed it. I was outside. Again, it's getting hot over here in Jersey. We're about to enter into stage 2 of reopening the state. People going to the beaches like crazy and shit. People ask me if I want to go to the beach. I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can't get in that water. Hell no. Not happening. I'm not even a beach person, to be honest. I'm more of a pool guy. The closest thing you'll see me at a beach do is get my feet wet. That's it. I'm good after that. I'm set. The ocean and me, nah, not for me. But again, I don't mind going down there, walking the boardwalk, getting up, boardwalk pizza, boardwalk fry. I'm such a fucking fat ass, I know. I'm such a fucking fat ass. I'm fully aware, by the way. But anyway, the first match on the show, we had Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart and Mia Yim versus Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, and Candice LeRae. I'll be honest with you. I really felt like, okay, this obviously was the match to kick off the show. Fine. No problem. That being said, I felt like some of the spots here in this match felt very, very sloppy to me. I felt like all 6 women, and I guess just the way you put this match together and all that stuff, they just didn't mesh very well. That's just me, of course. My humble opinion. Okay? There's a moment in the match where you see Mia Yim trying to go to the outside, like do a dive right to the middle rope, but she hesitates for a bit. I think to make sure that the people on the outside were on the spot so they can catch her and shit like that. But it just felt very, very off to me. I literally thought that, hey, with Candice LeRae being now in this heel role, right? You would think that Candice LeRae is going to be probably feuding for the women's championship coming real soon. Who the fuck knows, right? That you would throw her a win. You would have her get the pin to get a win for her team. But no, that didn't even happen at all. Mia Yim and LeRae, they brawled for themselves out of the match. And again, there's a rivalry there. Hell, I would have even preferred, honest to be real with you guys, right? I would have preferred, right? I would have honestly preferred. Keep this in mind, honestly, right? If you had Candice LeRae and Mia Yim 1-on-1, you could have done Shotzi Blackheart and Tegan Nox versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai, right? On the kickoff. That's what I would have done. However, this is what you get. They had a brawl on this past Wednesday on television, so there was that. But yeah, they were brawling but to themselves. And the next thing you know, right? Nox pinned Kai after a Shining Wizard to win the match, right? So there's that. The only saving grace is, Tegan Nox pinned her longtime rival, former best friend, Dakota Kai. If that's even, like, I guess something to say here, right? But that was the match, honestly. And again, I'm not trying to knock these women. I'm not. Because, again, they're all talented. They're beautiful, what have you. But I just felt like this match, to me, was a little sloppy. Something that you could have just done on television. That's it. But really, just not really for me, if you will. Okay? That's just me being brutally honest here. We then go to Finn Balor versus Damien Priest. And I thought this match, honestly, was a very, very good match. A very good match. Good back and forth action here, right? You made Damien Priest look like $1 million here. Holy shit. And I really hope people at the same time take notice on just on the ability of Damien Priest. Just know that this guy down the road is going to be a star. No doubt about it. He has the look. No pun intended, right? He has the hair, all that shit going for him. Okay? And I even said, back when he was in Ring of Honor as Punishment Martinez, this guy, down the road is going to be WWE bound. And look what happened. And here he is, right? Coming out of losing to Keith Lee for the NXT Championship, right? He's feuding with Finn, coming out of that loss, he's feuding with Finn Balor. Finn Balor, we all know his accolades, right? Former first ever Universal Champion. They love mentioning that shit. Intercontinental Champion. Longest reigning NXT Champion. They love, every time Finn Balor's on NXT, every time on television, they love mentioning his accolades. All right, so if you're Damien Priest, hey, this is your stepping stone, your launch pad, and all that stuff, right? And again, Finn Balor made Damien Priest feel like $1 million. Made him feel like he belonged in that match. There's a moment in the match where Damien Priest, he has the steel steps on the outside, right? And he's ready to jackknife powerbomb Finn Balor onto the outside, onto the steps. And Balor counters, and Balor pushes Priest off the apron, and he lands on the step, and he lands on the edge of the steel steps. It reminded me of Rick Rude in Japan years ago when he took that dive and he landed on the edge of the stage there and shit. That's what it reminded me of, almost. It really sucked. You could tell he was in pain. And after that, Finn Balor had his way. He did the stomp and did the coup de grace for the 1-2-3 to win the match. But even in defeat, I feel like Damien Priest won here. Down the road, this guy is going to be a star. No doubt about it. So Finn Balor gets his win. And at the same time, though, I don't think this is the end of the program. I think they're going to probably have another match, probably on television. Maybe too, Jermaine. I think Priest might get moved up to the... I think Damien Priest might get moved up sooner than later. That's probably as well a possibility. I would not be surprised. Again, guys, thank you guys for kicking ass in the chat. As always, Jermaine writes here as well. Honestly, I felt TakeOver was okay, but probably the weakest of all the TakeOvers from the past. This was nowhere near the best TakeOver, and I can agree with that too. I hear you, brother. On the one water over there in Jersey, over here in South Philly. So I know I feel your pain. Thank you, bro. I can appreciate that too. To me, Mia didn't fit with these women because these women been battling with each other for the past 5 months, and Mia feels like the odd one there. And I can agree with that too. I believe in that too. I believe the way they did this match was to showcase Tegan Nox and Shotzi Blackheart as the tag team that will face Sasha and Bayley for the tag titles at NXT. Maybe so, bruh. Who the hell knows at the same time, right? But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Should Rhea and Charlotte continue? I don't know, bro. I think it's over with now. It's over. We'll get to that more awesome momentarily. What's up, little fettuccine 69? How you doing, brother? From there, we go to Keith Lee defending the North American Championship versus Johnny Gargano. Johnny Takeover. I guess now he's known as Johnny Ruthless. Can we just say the way that Gargano's entrance was just fucking hilarious? Like, he's in his house. He's in his house. He has a cape on, right? He looks at a photo of Doc Hendricks. It's so fucking hilarious. He turns down the air conditioner, the temperature in the room, right? And it's so fucking hilarious. And he just opens the door, right, to the arena, basically, right, to Full Sail and shit. And he has the key, right? The key that he used on Keith Lee this past Wednesday in his trunks. And again, the theme song is growing on me, honestly. But again, it is what it is at this point in juncture, right? He's no longer the rebel heart. He's all heart, no soul, right? Keith Lee comes out. He's sporting the all Black Lives Matter movement, which is awesome. Awesome to see. And the match overall, I thought overall was a very good match. I felt like these two guys went out there. They delivered, obviously, as I expected. I said this in my predictions. I felt like Keith Lee's run before this match was very dull to me. And granted, you can make a lot of arguments of the pandemic and all that stuff. That's fine. And at the fact that, hey, a lot of these guys rely on that crowd, that energy of the crowd. And yes, there's a crowd now that's, even though they're plants, they're trainees of the performance center, all the fuck you want, it just feels at the same time very hokey. That being said, I feel like, again, these two guys they meshed very well. It reminded me of a match that I would have seen in Evolve years ago if these two guys were still in Evolve, if you will, right? There's moments where, yes, Gargano's working on the hand and the fingers of Keith Lee that were hurt out this past Wednesday. And just Keith Lee overpowering Gargano, lifting him up. He literally did a curl and lifted him up as well. There were moments where you literally thought that Gargano had it. There's a moment in the match where both Mia Yim and Candice are on they show up, right? They interfere. And while the referee distracted, Gargano hits Keith Lee with the key and does these multiple super kicks and gets near fall after near fall after near fall. It's like no matter what Gargano did, Keith Lee always found a way to get up. And yeah, there's a moment in the match too where Gargano went through the plexiglass surrounding the ringside. He literally off a fucking pounce. I thought it was fucking hilarious to me. That was just fucking hilarious. I guess is Keith Lee's way of saying, hey, you know what? I know a lot of fans don't like it. I don't like it either. So there you go. Get rid of that shit. There's that. But at the end of the day, right, Keith Lee, after 2 spirit bombs, he had a big bang catastrophe for the 1, 2, 3. When it was all said and done. So Keith Lee gets to win. He retains the NXT Championship. And I'll say this right now, I think overall this has been the best defense thus far. And where does Gargano go from here? At the same time, I don't think it's the end of this program. I don't think it is. I think in the upcoming weeks on television, we get a rematch. You might add the women involved too. We'll see. But I don't think this is the end of this program. I don't see it happening, to be honest with you. From there, we get the last chance Backlot Brawl for the NXT Championship. Adam Cole defending against Velveteen Dream. Yes, this match was cinematic. Yes. Very cinematic. I will agree. Obviously. This match happened, I guess, a week ago. They filmed it and all that shit. There were reports where people were mad because they had to stay up all night and it rained and all that stuff. It is what it is. Apparently, the stipulation here is if Velveteen Dream could not get the win, it's over with. He can no longer challenge for the NXT Championship as long as Adam Cole is the champion. And it's funny because I didn't mention that in the predictions. I did not mention it. And it's like when you hear that, it's like, okay, you know what? They're going to give it to Velveteen Dream. Hell, I even said in my predictions that, you know what? I literally thought that Velveteen Dream was going to win. I predicted he was going to win. New champion. Thirsty, y'all. It happens. Fucking thirsty. What can you do? So, there's a lot of people that are, I guess, up to here with these cinematic matches. And I get it. I understand it. Believe me. Holy crap. 2020 is the year of the cinematic match. It's like one after another. And I don't be surprised. I'm calling you right now. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But fuck it. I'll just throw it out there. Don't be surprised if the greatest wrestling match next week between Edge and Orton is cinematic. Don't be surprised. Just saying, right? Again, we go from what happened in 2020, right? We had the fucking the Boneyard match, Bray Wyatt and John Cena, right? In the House of Fun, in the Firefly Funhouse match, to one final beat, Stadium Stampede, which I thought was fucking amazing, believe it or not. But I'm a AEW hater, right? But it is what it is. And then we have this, the Backlot Brawl. A lot of people that were angry or pissed off that, hey, there's so many car lights. Yeah, they had all these cars surrounding the ring. And it's funny because ICW, right? Or yeah, IWC, or ICW, I think it is. There's an indie fed here in the Northeast. They're going to be running a show here real soon in Atlantic City. Literally the day of my birthday, they're running a show, right? I believe it's IWC. I believe it is. Or ICW, one or the other. We find out what it is. Yeah, there you go. It's ICW. They're doing a show on June 27th and also July 4th from Atlantic City, and it's a drive-in show. But there's the death matches though, right? So basically, you drive, you park your car, and the ring is right there. So all these cars are surrounding the ring. That's the vibe, and I guess this is the visual of it, right? What's going to be in a couple of weeks for ICW in Atlantic City. So that's what I thought of here, like all these cars, all this shit. And again, you think about it too. Hey, they needed a crowd. Apparently, these two guys, they needed a crowd. So that's what I thought about with this, right? I was okay with it. Was this like the best cinematic stuff that I've seen? No, by no means at all. Did this match deliver? Yeah. For what they did, yes. Just all back and forth, your typical, backlot stuff that you would see. Drake Younger. Fuck, I'll call him Drake Younger. That's how I remember him as, right? The referee's like, the only way you win is if you pin your opponent in the ring. And they're fighting all over the outside. There's a moment where Adam Cole, they're on the ladder, right? And it looked like Velveteen Dream wanted to hit him with the elbow off the ladder onto a car. And these beam lights bright up on Velveteen Dream. And it's the Undisputed Era. It's Bobby Fish, I think also Roderick Strong. And they try to, again, blind Velveteen Dream. And Adam Cole falls off the ladder onto this car. He breaks the glass. He's bleeding. His arms are bleeding and shit. The visual of it is like, oh, like it's kind of gross, right? And again, it is this whole thing where you see Roddy and Bobby Fish throwing these chairs into the ring, right? And Roddy tried to go for this one shot that's under the ring, and out comes Dexter Lumis. And he takes out both Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, right? He puts them in the back of the trunk, and he drives off with them. Drives away. And again, there's moments where you thought Adam Cole was going to lose. That didn't happen. Did not fucking happen at all. Did not happen. Did you notice the back of Keith Lee's trunks? Yes, I did notice that, bro. I mentioned that a couple minutes ago. And yeah, I did mention that too. Champa and Gargano match were cinematic as well. So all this is happening. There's chairs in the ring. And again, just back and forth, right? And Adam Cole, he has this thing where he gets all these near falls and shit. All these near falls, and it's like, very young buckish to me. But it is what it is. So then we get to the end. We get to the end of the match. What's up, Legendary? How you doing, brother? Cole hits a low blow and a Panama Sunrise onto this bed of steel chairs. And he pins the Velveteen Dream. 1, 2, 3 in the ring. And Velveteen Dream loses and Adam Cole retains his NXT Championship. So that being said, Velveteen Dream can no longer challenge for the championship. Can't. So this literally year and days later, right? Year run of Adam Cole's reign as NXT champion continues. My question is now, who's next? Who do you have challenge Adam Cole now, right? Who do you do? Who is it? I mean, it's kind of too soon for Carrion Cross. It's even too soon, I would say, for Dexter Lumis. Hell, I'm not even fathoming the idea of a Dexter Lumis and Adam Cole. No, it's not my cup of tea right now. Who do you have challenge Donovan Dijakovic? No. There's literally like no one right now that makes sense to challenge Adam Cole right now for the championship. Maybe Finn, but I still think he's locked into that program with Damien Priest. I don't know. People are saying call up for Velveteen Dream. I don't know. Maybe so. Do you have him show up on Monday Night Raw? Have him just randomly show up? That'd be random as shit, but I don't see it happening. I don't. I really don't. You guys, again, are killing it in the chat. Holy crap, yo. Let's see here. The Dark Ops, NXT. Why some fans always talking about call-ups? What the fuck? Don't give Vince ideas. NXT Lives Matter. Hashtag no to call-ups. Jermaine writes here, Keith Lee might be the biggest babyface, so he might be the one to take the title off Adam Cole, believe it or not. I think so, but I don't think NXT would want to have a double champion. Which is kind of weird to think about right now. The idea of someone like Keith Lee holding both the NXT North American Championship and the NXT. Granted, it could happen, but I just don't think right now it's in their plan right now, if you will. They should let Keith Lee throw Johnny through the door. That would have been funny. If TakeOver was on TV, would that had changed anything? No, I don't think so. I think in some way, shape, or form, I'll get to that. Fuck it, I'll get into this right now. If you mean ratings-wise, no. Neither for AEW. I see this stuff on Twitter every single Thursday afternoon. I see Brian Alvarez posting on Twitter, AEW Dynamite, this such numbers. NXT, this amount of numbers, right? And yet I see everyone on Twitter celebrating some sort of victory, like they won something. Bruh, both shows are under 1 million viewers. You know it's sad when when you're celebrating, I'm just throwing a number out there, 742,000 one week, and the next week you're celebrating 700,000. Then the next week you're celebrating 800,000. Like, no, what the fuck are we celebrating for? Both shows can't even hit 1 million viewers. What the fuck? What the fuck are you celebrating for? Like, you won something. No. I said this a long time ago. I'm going to say it again right now. I personally feel that both shows benefit so much with one of them moving to a different night. And I'm sorry to say it, that's not going to be NXT. That's going to have to be AEW. Tuesday night is not a bad night. Oh, but you compete with Impact Wrestling. Who gives a shit? Saying, who gives a flying fuck? And, oh, why not NXT? well, and let's look at this like from a level of, I guess, seniority, right? NXT's been on Wednesday night for so long. They've been on that night first before AEW. So if we're looking at this from a seniority level, NXT stays, AEW goes to a different night. And again, I do think that both shows benefit from that move. There is no, listen, I hate to break it to you guys, there is no Wednesday Night War. Santa's not real. Just saying. You all been fucking sold a bag of goods. There is no there is no Wednesday Night War. Never, and there isn't. There's not gonna be one. So stop believing the bullshit. Just saying. Smoke a blunt and have a nice day. Just saying. What up, Shop Talk? How you doing? How you doing, guys? So that's the thing about it. So even if this show was on television, maybe they would have won this week. But again, we don't even know. We don't even know what Dynamite would have done to counter product this show. We don't even know. If you will. Let's see here. Did you notice? Yeah, I noticed that already. Don't forget, John. Okay, we got that as well. The way tonight ended, to me, Dream, Rhea, Chelsea Green, and Charlotte will be called up in the next few weeks. And it just means more for AEW than NXT to hit over a mill. Maybe so. Again, we don't even know. We don't know. Again, you know what's crazy? When other shows that are non-wrestling get more hits than both these wrestling shows. Hell, Lego Masters get more of a view than fucking wrestling. They draw 1 million viewers, which is crazy, but that's beside the point. Okay, let's move on with this. That's why they should move. And yeah, and if we're gonna move first, it's gonna have to be AEW. It's gonna have to be AEW, not NXT. From there we go to Carrion Cross versus Tomaso Champa. I'm gonna be real with you. When I heard about this match, I was excited. Oh shit, Killer Cross versus Tomaso Champa, going at it. Cross's first takeover show. And I loved it. I fucking loved Cross's entrance. His entrance are just fucking amazing. Like, come on. His entrance is just fucking insane. The fact that he comes out there, it's this crazy music, and people are just chanting, you know, all this stuff. Like, people were chanting, Fall and Pray, as Karrion Kross was coming out there. Right? Then out came Champa. And this literally, it gave me the vibe of John Cena and Brock Lesnar SummerSlam 2014, when Brock just manhandled John Cena. And that's what we got here. A one-sided beatdown of Karrion Kross to Tomaso Ciampa. Tomaso Ciampa, who's had these amazing takeover matches with Johnny Gargano. I was at some of these matches, by the way. The same Tomaso Ciampa that has had match of the year, the NXT title, the tag team titles, right? That Tomaso Ciampa. And here's Karrion Kross just having his way with him. And again, you needed Kross to have a win here. It would be silly to have him lose in his first takeover. No, you don't do that. You don't do that to the guy coming into the promotion or to the territory, if you will. So I was okay with the way it ended. Just literally Karrion Kross. He ran through the Ciampa, like I said before, on the outside. Just literally everything that was just a one-sided beatdown. Granted, Ciampa had some offense in, but compared to Kross's, nah, bruh. Forget about it. And Karrion Kross ended up making Ciampa pass out with the cross jacket. Right? So there was that. There was that. I think they're rebuilding Kross like Brock probably will do the same with Cole. I don't know about, again, to me it's too soon. Some crosses F5. Yeah, that was insane too. He just threw him in the midair. Some idiots hating Cross's entrance, hated the Scarlet thing. I thought it was great. Some fans keep talking about call up. They always keep giving Vince ideas. Let's hope not. Let's hope fucking not. So there you go. Cross's F5 was fucking amazing. So there you go with that. Then we get to the main event. By the way, guys, in case you guys didn't know, Charlotte Flair main evented this show. The NXT Women's Championship match. Charlotte Flair defending the NXT Women's Championship. Yeah, the same Charlotte Flair that shows up on SmackDown because Fox wants her there. The same Charlotte Flair, the same Charlotte Flair that was on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. I think it was this past Monday, 2 weeks ago, facing Asuka. That same Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley and Io Shirai. Triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. These three women delivered 100%. 125,000%. These three women went out there and just delivered 100%. Just all this crazy back and forth. There were moments where you literally thought Charlotte Flair was going to steal the win here. And no. There's a moment, obviously, where Io Shirai, Charlotte threw Io through the window of the house, right? And now expecting some glass to break or something. No, she just threw her into the window. And you see just Charlotte and Rhea going at it. And you see Io climbing, right? She's on top of the roof of the house. And she dives off and lands on both Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Fucking amazing. Just fucking amazing. Right? They're in the ring. Rhea does the riptide off the middle rope on the Charlotte for a near fall. But at the same time, not because I guess Io got involved and broke the fall. The moment where Charlotte grabs a kendo stick and starts hitting both Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley like it's nuts, just beating them up, right? She locks in the figure four, the figure eight on Rhea Ripley, right? And I'm like, okay, here we go. It's a repeat of WrestleMania. And then Io Shirai does a moonsault onto Rhea Ripley for the 1, 2, 3, while Charlotte has the hold locked in. And Io Shirai wins the NXT Women's Championship. So that was that. A very good moment. Yes, Io won as I was expecting. I think with this COVID era, WWE needs to bring the edgy shits like intergender. Nah, hell fucking no. I do not want to see no damn intergender wrestling. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. So there was that. Io Shirai is the champion. Hopefully this means the end of Charlotte Flair. It would have been cool if Charlotte Flair would have pinned. My bad. If Io Shirai would have pinned Charlotte Flair, that would have been cool. But hey, you get what you get, man. You get what you get. It is what it is. I'm not angry at all. I'm fine with it. I'm totally fucking fine with it. And that was TakeOver. That was TakeOver in your house. Again, I thought overall this show was a solid show. Nothing to go crazy about. Nothing that it's not like I'm gonna go back in the time machine or in a month or two from now go back and rewatch this show. No, not happening. But again, I'm cool with the fact that they brought back the in your house concept. So there's that. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about this whole Drake Maverick situation. So a lot of people, again, you all saw Wednesday night, Drake Maverick faced El Fantasma for the Cruiserweight Championship. Apparently, to my understanding, El Fantasma is now the new Cruiserweight Champion. So Jordan Devlin has been stripped from the title because of the travel ban and all that stuff, right? So at the end of the match, you see Drake Maverick, he's crying, and people are just chanting his name, chanting, thank you, Drake, thank you, Drake. As he's leaving, Triple H comes out and hands him a contract. So Drake Maverick is still in WWE. He's not going anywhere. And I've read a lot of people online when all this happened. Oh, fucked up move from WWE. This is pathetic. How are you going to do that to Drake Maverick? Using his real life scenario, this and that. And I got to say, listen, was it fucked up what they did? Absolutely. The whole idea, hey, let's use the fact that he got fired, right? We let him go, right? We let him go. Let's use the fact that we let him go, all this stuff to build up to this tournament. I get that. To me, the finale should have been Kushida versus El Fantasma. That should have been the finale, with Kushida winning. But you get what you get. You get what you get. People were angry. People were mad the way they just gave Drake Maverick a contract. Oh, how could they do this and that? And I sit here and say, you dorks got worked. You all got fucking worked. Yes, I believe the Drake Maverick firing was legit. No doubt about it. But then again, when that happened, and then I saw him do his video where he cried his eyes off, and then they kept him in the tournament. You think about this too, right? They didn't have to keep him in the tournament. If they fire him, hey, replace him with someone else. Hey, where was fucking Epico, or where's fucking hey, he got released, my bad. Where's fucking, I'm having a fucking brain fart right now. The third guy from Lucha House Party, right? Not Lince Dorado, not Grand Metalik, the other dude. Fucking hell. Guys, help me in the chat. Help me out. Where was he? Where the fuck was that guy? You know? Where was Tyler Breeze? Where was Shorty G? Right? They're all cruiserweights, right? Why couldn't they been replaced? Why could those guys replace Drake Maverick? But they kept him on. Apparently, Triple H mentioned on the Takeover conference call that they asked Drake Maverick if he wanted to still participate in the tournament, and he said, yeah. I want to believe again, all this was part of a setup from the beginning. And I said this a long time ago. I said this when all this shit was going down. Yo, all this is like a work to me. Yes, I did say as well, Drake Maverick's going to win. That didn't happen. That did not happen. But I did say that all this is like a work. Imagine all this is being done so you, could get behind someone in the tournament, get invested into watching the tournament. Now, granted, was this tournament anything amazing? No, it was not. Not one bit. Yes, you had some good wrestling. Don't get me the fuck wrong. But it kind of got overshadowed by the storyline of Drake Maverick. And again, you want a story like that to get behind somebody, the underdog, right? Watch him prevail or try to prevail, right? And Drake Maverick, yes, his first match with Jake Atlas, he lost, right? And you thought, okay, this is the end. It's over with. Then he faces Tony Nese. And he wins. And you thought, okay, they're not going to at least throw him a win, fine. Or Tony Nese, that's fine. But is he going to be Kushida? Fuck no. Hell to the no. And I even said right there, it's over with. And I remember I didn't watch the match, but I heard, Drake Maverick won. I'm like, what? Are you shitting me? And then we get the triple threat. Triple threat, right? Drake Maverick, Kushida, and Jake Atlas. And it's like, this is it. It's over with. It's time to move on, right? It's over with. Thank you for coming, Drake. Rockstar Spud, however the fuck you want to call him, right? It's over with. No. Drake Maverick found a way to win again. I'm like, damn, yo. And again, this glimmer of hope that he would win the title. Granted, honestly, I would have done all this on the pay-per-view tonight. Not on an episode of NXT. That's just me, of course, right? And people are upset. Oh, how dare you, WWE. Fuck you for doing that. Again, you want WWE to be cutting edge, right? You want them to, I guess, break the fourth wall sometimes, right? Hey, listen, as you can tell, I had no issue with it. No problem whatsoever. None whatsoever. Oh, see, how can you say that? No, I was okay with it. I told you guys before, all of us will work. You all got worked from the beginning. So, with that being, yeah, Kalisto, oh my bad. Kalisto was injured. I'm sorry. I did not know that. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for letting me know that. Work. Exactly. And yet, I did not hear not one podcaster mention that. Not a JD, not a Salamonster, not Going In Raw, right? No Pro Wrestling Unlimited, no Smart to Death, no Deluxe Man or just Alex, whatever the fuck you want to call him, right? No Sean's View, no Spinnernet, none of that. Nope. I was the only one to say this shit was a work from day fucking one. I was the only one to say it. I want my credit where credit's fucking due. I posted it on Twitter a while ago. So again, I want my fucking respect. I want my credential. Just saying. You didn't hear any of them say that shit. I was the first one. There's that. Not to be cocky, not to be arrogant, just stay in the fact. It is what it is. Listen, if you don't like it, that's fine. If you didn't like what they did, that's fine. I was fine with it. Everyone got worked. It is what it is. Okay? And good job on their part. Again, you want them to be cutting edge. You want them to, again, break the fourth wall sometimes. That's what you got to do. It is what it is. Not the first time nor the last time they'll do a storyline. Not the first time nor the last time they'll do a storyline like that. Just saying. Maybe we have Halloween Havoc at the next takeover. Hopefully, maybe so. I would hope so. Why the fuck not, right? Jermaine writes here, great callback on John Cena and Brock Lesnar match because the match felt eerie familiar. I was in total shock that happened to Champa. NXT by Dark on Legendary Howard. Jermaine writes here, Asuka's title reign is now in jeopardy. Charlotte lost the title. Goodbye, Asuka's World Championship title going to Charlotte. I don't know about that. I mean, could it be? I doubt it. I really doubt it. So before I wrap this up, let me check the dirt sheets. What's going on, if you will, in the world of wrestling? Because again, let's get it out there. I did watch last night's UFC 250. Holy shit. Sean O'Malley, that fucking knockout punch on Eddie Wyland. Fucking amazing. Aljamain Sterling is a fucking star in the making. I'm calling him out right now. Champion to be in the bantamweight division. Cody Garbrandt is back after 2 losses and knocking the living shit out of Rafael Assunção. And the one-sided beatdown of Amanda Nunes to Alicia Spencer. A one-sided fucking beatdown. And now my camera's being a bitch. So there's that. My camera's now being a bitch. I have no control of that right now. It is what it is. Yeah, it's acting up right now. It is what it is, okay? If you have questions for me, feel free to drop them in now. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If you'd like to send a question, why the fuck not? A case little reminder, myself and Mike, this week, we are going to be recapping Invasion 2001 as the next episode of the Throwback. If you have not yet checked out last week's episode of the Throwback, myself and Big Mike went back in time to 1995 to review the first In Your House that went down back in 95, where they literally gave out a free house to one lucky winner. There's that as well. I did watch the latest 24 special on Ric Flair. Honestly, it's a very well done. At the same time, though, there's nothing new to garner from that episode, though. Like, you knew a lot of the stuff that happened already, if you will. So it's like, whatever. Not saying that, it's a missable show, because it really isn't. But again, with the Ric Flair thing, is stuff that you knew, stuff that you didn't know already. So there's that. I know next week is Backlash. Likely we'll be back with another review for that. Likely we'll have Mike involved, we'll have Chase involved, and all that fun stuff for next Sunday. So if you guys are not yet subbed to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give the video a big old thumbs up. You guys are awesome as always. I appreciate all of you for tuning in every single week and all that fun stuff. All right. Yeah, you guys are awesome as always. Can't say that enough. You can check Around the Point on all the podcasting platforms like Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm. We're also available over at the okfabe.com website. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, like I mentioned earlier. This podcast is being brought to you by the good people over at Anchor. If you want to start your own podcast, Anchor.fm is the way to go. And also the good people over at Honey. Let Honey save you money. If you want instant deals on coupons and promo codes on all your online shopping, use the special link to sign up in the description box and start saving. Let Honey, once again, save you money. All right, guys, with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up here. I'm going to crash and all that fun stuff. I turned 30 in 20 days. Let that sink in. I would have been in Las Vegas for my birthday. Fuck you, COVID-19. Even though we're in stage 2, we're about to be in stage 2 next week. That's going to be very interesting to see. Apparently, the malls will be opening up next week here in Jersey. The malls, the barbershop will be opening a week after that. We're opening on all the outdoor dining bars as well. So there's that. It's gonna be fun, I guess. I guess I could finally take a girl. I guess I could finally take a girl out on a date, right? Imagine that. So yeah, there's that. All right, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. And this has been another installment of Around the Point. And with that being said, I am out. Peace out, dorks.